The Pittsburgh Steelers' next move at running back has been revealed. They are interested in bringing back Najee Harris for another go. But there are some ridiculous draft prospects in this draft class that could really bolster the Steelers' backfield a lot better than the options they had last year, Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris. We're going to go over why the Steelers should move on from Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren and address the running back position in the draft. Before we really dive into it, I want you guys to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Steelers Digest, we're going to keep you up to date as the offseason continues to roll on. So much news regarding the Pittsburgh Steelers. You see me repping the Penn State, obviously. I'm rooting for Saquon Barkley today and the Philadelphia Eagles, as all of Steelers Nation should be. Obviously, we don't want to see the Kansas City Chiefs three-peat yet again this year. Saquon Barkley is our best hope at beating the Chiefs, so I'm repping Penn State, and it makes sense to talk about running backs on this Super Bowl Sunday because of what Saquon has done for the Eagles, completely turning around their franchise. That just shows you how valuable the running back position is, and that's why today we are going to go over what the Steelers need to do with the running back position. First, why would you do this? Running it back with the same running backs? I mean, come on, guys. Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren, we know exactly what they bring to the table. They're just simply not elite. They're okay. Najee has great things that he does. He also has really bad things that he does. Jaylen Warren, same thing. There's positives and negatives to every situation. But right now, we know exactly what it looks like when those two are our starting running backs. I would just assume move on from these guys and start over. There are so many options in this draft class to address the running back position. There is no need to keep Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. Najee is going to be a top 10 paid running back in this league if he signs the contract that is projected for him. That is not something that I want to commit to a position that is a position of need for us. Najee Harris has been good, but not good enough. He's not worth that kind of coin. I mean, he just simply is not. As much as I like Najee Harris, the best thing that we could possibly do is let him go sign that contract somewhere else. Seriously, guys, like, I love Najee. He's a great running back, but there's too many holes in his game. And if we want a complete running back, look no further than this draft class. This is the best class to need skill position players. There are a lot of them, and I'm going to tell you in the next segment which running backs I actually want to target. But first, we have to get it through our skulls that Najee Harris is not the answer at running back. As loyal as we want to be to our team and to our players, Najee Harris is just not it, guys. It's time to move on. He wasn't what we drafted him to be. He was consistently mid for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's time. 4 years of Najee Harris. His rookie year was his best year. The offensive line could be to blame. The offensive strategy with the offensive coordinator and play calling could be to blame. There's so many things that you can blame, but let's just change it up. What do we have to lose, guys? Our offense went absolutely dead in the first half of the game against the Ravens in the playoffs before Russell Wilson turned it up in the second half, and it just was too little too late. We need a running game. If we can establish the run, then we are able to throw the ball. But if you can't establish the run, it makes it a heck of a lot more difficult to get the ball to guys like George Pickens and Pat Freiermuth and Calvin Austin. So let's address the running back position in the draft. Jaylen Warren, man, the best thing that he brings to the table is pass protection. And he wasn't even that good at that down the stretch this season. I mean, he's considered our big play guy, our change of pace back, our third down guy that can actually catch passes because Najee can't. He's got bricks for hands. But Jaylen Warren, he can't really run between the tackles. He can't get you those, short yardage situations that you need. The situations Najee Harris should be able to pick up, and he still can't do it. So it's just frustrating to see this running game over the last few years, and then 4 years of Najee Harris. It's getting boring to me. We need to fix the running back position, and the answer is not guys that are already on this roster. The answer is guys that are in the draft, that are coming into the NFL, fresh legs, a lot of juice. I'm so excited about this draft class for rookie running backs. We need to draft 2 running backs in this draft class. We need to let Najee walk, let Warren walk, and draft 2 running backs. That is the solution to our problems on offense. Hit the reset button with some rookies, and let's get some youth in that backfield. There are so many studs that I would completely, fully endorse as the next running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So let's just dive into the guys that I really, really like in this draft class that I think are the best fits for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And there are quite a few, but I'm going to keep it simple. We're going to just look at the top 10 running backs on this board right here. This is from ESPN. This is the top 10 running backs according to them in this draft class. A lot of different rankings lists have a lot of different names, and I don't agree with any of them. But this one right here, at least it has the names that I wanted to talk about in the top 10 so that I could show you this graphic, show you that at number 6 and number 8 are the two running backs that I'm interested in, TreVeyon Henderson and Cam Skattebo. Let's start with TreVeyon Henderson because this dude is an absolute beast. He is a muscled-up runner with elite speed and versatility, patient in the hole before exploding through with high knees, long speed to destroy pursuit angles once he gets into the open field. He needs to improve his contact balance. Too often, his feet stop when met or near the line of scrimmage. He has the lower body strength to power through if he keeps driving his feet. In the passing game, he runs a wide variety of routes with quickness and savvy. He has strong, reliable hands, something that we don't have in Najee Harris, and he's an elite pass protector. He is literally a combination of Najee Harris's good traits and Jaylen Warren's good traits. TreVeyon Henderson is a third-round pick in this draft. I mean, you cannot go wrong with that. And that's what I did in the mock draft a little while back when we did a Steelers Digest mock draft. This kid, TreVeyon Henderson, he is going to be special. He is quick to identify blitzers and attack them as pass protector, and then he strains to finish sometimes well after the ball has been caught down the field. Overall, Henderson, 3-down weapon, brimming with big play potential. I mean, this is a true 3-down back, and if we do what I want to do, which is draft TreVeyon Henderson and then draft another running back, he's not going to lose his juice too quickly. Like, he doesn't have to be a 3-down back. Now, there's going to be moments where we're going to say, hey, TreVeyon, you're hot, stay out there, but I feel like having a 2-back set is the most successful way to go about it in today's NFL. You look at all the teams that are successful running the football, they have 2 really good running backs. Let's look at the Detroit Lions, for example. You got your Jahmyr Gibbs and you got your David Montgomery. Well, let's just say TreVeyon Henderson with his speed is the Jahmyr Gibbs, and here's your David Montgomery, your Sonic and your Knuckles. Well, here's your Knuckles. Cam Skattebo, Arizona State standout. Big board rank is 46, which is similar to the rank of TreVeyon Henderson on that last website. These are all different websites. This one's from PFF. His strengths are determined running style, willingness to be physical as a rusher and blocker, slippery to force missed tackles, decent vision and feel for blocks or open space, and also good weight and balance to bounce off tackles. When I watched this dude run for the first time, I immediately thought Pittsburgh Steelers. He has it written all over him. The way that Cam Skattebo runs the football, this dude is an absolute tank. So if we could get our hands on Cam Skattebo, whoo-wee, especially if we can get TreVeyon Henderson and Cam Skattebo, I would be 100% in on that. Dump Najee, dump Warren, get 2 rookies, and let's hit the reset button on the running back position, guys, because we need to be able to run the football. You see how well it works for teams like the Lions, teams like the Eagles. All the dominant teams in the NFL are really good at running the football. Look at what happened to the Ravens offense when they got Derrick Henry. I mean, that's a perfect example. You need a really good running back. Najee Harris is good, but he's not really good, and he's not worth top 10 money. Our best option is to draft our new starting running back in the draft. Just hit the reset button. It hasn't worked before. What makes you think it's going to work again? I don't want to sit here and watch the same play 5 times in a row. We've seen it for 4 years now. Exactly what is wrong with Najee Harris? Yes, he's good, but there's too many flaws to make up for. Let some other team be dumb enough to pay this dude, and let's go get TreVeyon Henderson, Cam Skattebo. It's a no-brainer. So we're going to have more running back coverage throughout this offseason. There's so many running backs I want to talk about in this draft class, but I wanted to highlight TreVeyon Henderson and Cam Skattebo here today on Saquon Barkley Day, Saquon's birthday, Super Bowl Sunday. We got to talk about the running back position. Look no further than TreVeyon Henderson and Cam Skattebo, possibly our next tandem in Pittsburgh. Could that be something special? So let's take a look at that draft class a little bit more in detail as this offseason rolls on. We got another 2 months before the NFL draft, so plenty of time to talk here on Steelers Digest, but I wanted to get you guys a video out on Saquon Barkley Day and talk about some running backs and the rumors that have been going around, as well as what I would like to do at the running back position. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Steelers Digest coming to you with the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news, rumors, analysis, and all other content regarding your Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go, and we'll see you on the next episode of Steelers Digest.